First, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
This is indeed Fox 12 Now. Hello, everybody. I'm Greg Nibbler, and thank you for joining us. Don't forget to download the Fox 12 Oregon app. I want to remind you of that here just as we start off. Maybe you're already watching on there, but if you're not, a great way to watch this show and everything else that we do here at Fox 12 Oregon. But if you are a frequent watcher of this show, you know that on Thursdays, it means I'm most likely going to be joined by our next guest, and that is Mr. Eric Goranson. Last week, you came to us from Vegas. It looks like you're back at home this week.
This week I am, but coming soon, I'll be back in Vegas just as soon as we know it.
You were just flying all over the place. But I mean, there's a lot going on this time of year.
It is trade show time of year. I mean, between all the big shows, it starts out like the week after the New Year's CES, and then there's, there's all these contractor ones there's World of Concrete, there's the roofing show, the siding show, as the list goes on. And of course, last week was the world's largest trade show about your home, which was Design and Construction Week, which is 2.5 million square feet of everything in your house. And a couple weeks I'll be down for the National Hardware Show, so it'll be fun.
So lots of stuff. So if you want to watch Eric's episode from last week where he was live from there, do that on the app that I was mentioning, and then next week we'll have him there. But this week we're talking about things back at home, including cleaner air. I think it's something that everybody wants.
We're starting to see some sun. I mean, I wore shorts today. It's kind of nice. It's even though it's in the 50s and 60s, but we're itching to get some fresh air inside the house. But sometimes the biggest problem we have is we'll go, oh, it's beautiful out. I'm going to open up those windows and doors. And you're actually bringing in dirtier air than what you had inside your house. And so it feels good, but now you're putting in all these outdoor pollutants inside your home. So sometimes that can be pretty nasty by bringing in the molds, the mildews, the pollens, that kind of stuff. So you probably need to pay attention to what's going outside and inside with air quality.
I didn't even think about that because I am one of those people, once it gets around 60, I'm the same way. That's shorts. This is summer, basically, as far as I'm concerned, after winter. And I open up the doors and let the air flow through the house and didn't even think about the fact that you're letting other stuff in.
So some of the things you can do, and you're sitting there on this sunny day, the sun's out like a day like today, and you're looking out there, and you see all the little particles coming through that are being highlighted in the air from the windows. That's particulate matter. That's stuff that's not healthy for you. So when you see that, you go, maybe I should check my air filter in the furnace and see if that filter is going. If you don't have a furnace, like you're in an apartment or you've got baseboard heat or those wall heaters and no AC, that's where you should probably go out and find a nice high quality HEPA filter to put inside the house, because otherwise you have no filtration going on in there. So really keeping those air filters clean or adding filtration to your house is an easy way to keep that cleaner. And it also brings down, if you've got pets, the pet dander, all that different stuff. And a lot of the new HEPA filters out there can help as well with viruses and stuff in the air. So depending on the unit you get, sometimes they can actually kill and capture that stuff. And so you end up with cleaner air. And if you got kids coming home from school, bring in their friend, the cold or the flu bug with them. That can reduce your risks right there.
Yeah, all of the above. I mean, definitely checking that air filter in the furnace, but I didn't think about that, getting another filter as well, just to block that out. So a good way to use some technology and to help keep that cleaner air. And plus, yeah, if kids are bringing home all kinds of stuff. So
they are. I
mean, that's just how it is.
One of the smartest investments you can get, though, is jump on Amazon and don't get the cheapy one, but if you get something that's about $75 to $250, get one of these air quality monitors. If you get the right one, it'll monitor radon. It'll do that PM 2.5, which is the particulate matter. It's that 2.5. That's the one that's got the big stuff around. It'll check for carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide. It'll check CO2 levels. It'll check all the harmful chemicals that could be coming out in your home. And you're going to get a good idea of where your levels are in there. And that can really lead to a healthy indoor environment for you, especially in the Pacific Northwest, like we talked about a few weeks ago with radon. That's another one that you can test and go, oh, wow, I've got a problem. I need to call in the professionals.
And this can all be done with that device right there. You can check.
Yeah, you don't have to pay for the professionals to come out anymore. You can just get one of these and turn it on. I'm looking at here, I've got really healthy air and I'm in my garage. It's on the green side right now, which is really cool. But I've got good air filtration and all of that. But you can just literally walk around and you can take it on vacation. You can go to that Airbnb, the hotel room, and go, wow, this is a bad deal. Or family house. Okay, we got a problem here. What can we do to improve the situation? So in this type of thing, knowledge is power. Now, the home tech side, there's a way that you can actually automate this to work with everything in your home, and then it does it automatically for you. It's a new company out that's called Sendal, Sendal, and these guys have come in and taken all of the different systems in your house, from ventilation to your HVAC to automatic skylights, and they've made a language so they can all work together. And so what it does is it automates all that stuff, all while saving you about 12% of your energy usage in the house. And it's you don't have to buy all this hardware. You basically buy the program that you pay a monthly subscription for, and it makes all these things talk together. So your thermostat's now talking to your vent fan if it has that ability, and you can start using these things, and it'll monitor for you automatically and say, wow, all right, we've got high CO2, you're having a party at the house. So it'll open up a skylight, it'll turn on a vent fan, it'll do stuff to bring that fresh air in automatically when you get outside of those parameters.
Wow, that's really cool. And I love the fact that, that it's talking to all the other devices too. So even if you just have a piecemeal system, it sounds like this would work for that.
Yeah, you could literally get that all tuned in. And nowadays, especially when you're getting in with like bathroom fans and some of the new fans in your kitchen and the skylights, they all have these sensors on them that they can do. So it just basically takes those, puts it into one program, and it really goes out and works well. My buddy Jim, I talked to him about like 10 years ago about putting this together on a stage. And earlier this year, he goes, hey, I did it. And so it's super fun to see, and it works really well. I'm going to be testing it out in my home, but I've seen all the test data. They've got all the tests on it. Works really well. And who doesn't like saving 12% on energy costs as well?
Yeah, on top of everything else, which energy is expensive. So, yeah, some great ways to use technology there for clean air. Anything else that you think people should know?
Yeah, ventilation is big.
Yeah.
So when you use the shower or you're, creating humidity, bathtub shower, make sure you turn the fan on when you're in there. Even when you're using hairspray, that stuff, turn the fan on, let it run for 20 minutes outside of when you leave the room. So that way it just brings in the fresh air. And anytime you turn that cooktop on and you're cooking something, turn the vent hood on, make sure that's going out, and make sure that that vent hood is going outside. If you've got one of those ones, it's the recirculating one. I call them forehead dusters because they just blow right in your face.
Yeah.
Those don't work. So make sure and do a DIY project or bring in a pro. Make sure that vent goes all the way outside the house with a duct, and same with those bath fans. Make sure they're not dumping in the attic because that's just going to grow mold. Get that stuff out of there. That's going to really help you with mold and stuff in the house to get all that stuff out of there, because it doesn't matter if you're cooking on an electric cooktop or a gas or induction, whatever you're cooking on, it's putting off harmful chemicals in the food that you're cooking. You want to get it out of there with the humidity.
Okay, so good idea checking out all of that stuff. And based on your recommendation, actually, I got a dehumidifier for my bathroom just to like add a little bit of extra power there in addition to the vent. Yeah, so I've got that going too. But yeah, great advice there on how to keep your home with that, or keep that clean air in your home, and make sure that it's like that. Anything else, or should we talk about around the house? Northwest?
I was just going to say, just watch the outdoor air quality, take a look.
Yeah.
We're giving pollen counts with the weather and stuff out there. Pay attention to that in the morning, noon, or afternoon news or evening news. Take a look and see what it is. Pay attention to that little thing. Mark Nelson's helping you out. So take a look at that and see, maybe today's not the day to open the window up.
Yeah, that is a good idea. I think I'm allergic to everything, so I probably should pay attention to that. Even though once I see the sun, I'm like, I want all of it that I can possibly get.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Maybe go outside and enjoy it, and maybe not open the windows up, and keep the fresh air in, and go survive Mother Nature outside with the pollen and everything else.
Fair enough. All right, so for Around the House Northwest this week, can we get a sneak preview of what's coming up?
Oh, yeah, we are headed out to Cannon Beach, and it is fun. There's a killer house out there. I mean, on a stormy day, you're so close to Haystack Rock, you're looking right at it. I mean, it's right there. On a horrible weather day out there where you're watching storms, you're that close. And then we go down to my favorite little hardware store. Now, it's the hardware store in Cannon Beach. And if you know what I'm talking about, this place also has a bar and restaurant inside of it. So literally you can go in there and get the fertilizer for your lawn, a shovel, and on the way out, you can get a screwdriver that you can consume. So it's good.
I like all of that. Yeah, I mean, that's the best way. I mean, that would encourage me to make sure that I'm doing any hardware shopping that I need to more often.
Yeah, hey, honey, I'm going to the hardware store. I'll be back in a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you can just kind of mix that with your bar tab. It's all good. You just got a few more things. It's not a bad deal. You can get a great sandwich. They make their own pastrami. It's killer. And then at the in our C block where I do the DIY home improvement segment on that, I'm showing you how to install a heated towel rack so you can bring that spa feel inside your own home. And it's a really cool way to do that. And it saves you on a ton of laundry. Instead of having to do towels every couple days, those towels dry out so quickly, they always smell fresh. So you can get a week out of a towel because it dries so fast. It doesn't get that musty, nasty smell. So you can save on laundry. They pay for themselves really quickly because they don't use that much power.
Nice. So, so a heated towel rack. I never even thought about that. Yeah. So.
Oh, it is the only way to go. When you get one, you'll go stay at a luxury hotel and go, they don't have one. This cold towel, especially when it's cold, in the bathroom, having that heated towel is just like money.
Okay. And that's all on this week's episode.
Oh, yeah. Plus a little bit more. So that's just a little bit of it. And of course, we've got, 600 plus videos over there on YouTube as well.
Yeah, you do. And you can go to the Fox 12 Oregon app also, watch these. And so for this week's episode, for the new one, where and how can people watch?
Of course. Well, tomorrow, if you missed last week's, don't worry. You can catch it tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m., Fox 12 Plus. But the brand new show we were just talking about, that is Saturday, 10 a.m., Fox 12 Plus, and then 6 o'clock on Sunday. So if you missed it, you're out doing something, you're out hitting brunch someplace, don't worry. You can watch at 6 o'clock, set your DVR if not, and then it'll rerun at 8:30 in the morning on Friday.
There you go. All right, plenty of places to watch. And as always, Eric, it's awesome to have you on here. And so you're back home this week, but next week, back to Vegas.
Well, I'll be here next week. The week after, the week of that 17th, I'll be in Vegas back there for the National Hardware Show. That one's a fun one because they got a ton of barbecue stuff out there, outdoor living stuff. But inside, they've got all those new products that the inventors are making that are trying to get into the hardware stores. So it's super fun to see all those new products that, nobody else has seen yet. So it's always exciting to go there.
I love those things. Well, we'll have that then in a couple of weeks. Next week, it sounds like we'll still have you here in at home. But Eric, always good to have you on. I appreciate it.
Thanks, brother.
And for everybody watching, this is Fox 12 Now. We are live streaming here from Fox 12 Oregon as we do every weekday starting around 1 p.m. We go throughout the afternoon. We cover a wide range of topics. Check out all those segments on the Fox 12 Oregon app. And if there's ever breaking news between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m., this is also the place to go. We will bring that to you as it happens so you get an alert. And then I will hop on and let you know what that is, should that occur. But otherwise, I will talk to you soon. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.